Hi everyone. In this video, you will learn how to make use of HTML lists and also how to work with HTML tables. So let us quickly start with this. See, when it comes to creating lists, in the previous videos you have learned how to make use of list tags. So in addition to this, we are seeing some more options wherein there are two types of list tags. One is unordered list and also another one is ordered list. So unordered list comprise of UL tag. Inside that, you can use li tag for adding some list items. Similarly, inside ordered list, you can see li tags which are used for creating list items. In the first case, you can see the list will appear in the form of bullets, and in the second case, you can see the list appear with numbering. So UL tag you can use when order doesn't matter, and when there is a requirement of steps or numbering, we can make use of OL tag. So one more options you can see in lists, that is you can create nested lists. That means you can create list inside a list, or I can say it is similar to multi-level bullets and numbering. So inside the UL tag you can see I have created li tag. Inside that you are creating one more UL tag. So wherein you are having main list, inside that there is a sub list. Similarly, there is one more option, we can make use of description tag which comes with DL and DT tag, which can also be used for creating some FAQs and glossaries. So wherein DT stands for description heading and description details. DD stands for description details. So you can see that DT tag I have used HTML, and inside DD tag I am using some information related to HTML. Similarly, one more DT tag I am using CSS. Inside that description I am using DD tag wherein I am giving some information about this CSS. So this is how you can make use of description list. Look at this HTML file. I have created UL tag, that is I have created a list using UL tag which is unordered list. So inside that you can see three different list items. In the same way, I am creating one more using OL tag, that is ordered list, and I am having four different list items. In the same way, you can also see there is nested list. That means inside UL tag you are having a list item. Inside that you are having another unordered list. Again I am closing the list item. I am opening one more list item. Inside that I can see one more unordered list. I am closing this UL, and observe the last one, that is I am trying to create a description list using DL tag. Inside this I can see description title and also description details. So HTML will appear as a heading, and inside that with indentation you can see the text that will appear on the web page. In the same way, I have created three description titles for CSS, JavaScript as well as HTML, and I am giving some description details using DD tag. So let us see the output in web browser. This is how we can get the output. So the unordered list appears as shown here. In the same way, ordered list appears with numbering and nested list. So we are having a bulleted list. Inside that we are having another list. Again, description list. You can see how the title is appearing and also the description detail is appearing with indentation. Now we will learn how to make use of table tag inside HTML. So most of the details, whenever we want to store tabular data, we prefer table tag. So it is very easy to create table tag in HTML using some of the tags inside table, that is tr, th and td. Observe this example. I am creating a table tag wherein border given 1, that is for the outline of the table. Again tr tag, that is table row. Inside this, we are having th, that is th stands for header. So that means in the first line, first row, we can use it as th. Otherwise, you can simply make use of td. So in this th, it will appear bold. So th tag, I'm giving it as day. Another th tag, I'm using it as subject. So two columns will appear in the first row. Similarly, I'm creating one more row using tr tag, and I'm using td, that is for table details, and I'm creating Monday, that is one text, and for another cell I'm using HTML. So I'm closing the tr tag. So this comprises of two row and also two columns. So in the same way, you can keep on increasing the row and columns as per the table requirements. So what we can understand from this is table tag wraps the entire table. TR stands for table row. TH stands for header cell. That is, it will make that first row or whatever that is bold. And again TD, that is for table details or data cell or something like a regular content what we are going to add inside a table. In addition to this, you can also have some more tags, that is thead, tbody and tfoot. So these are something like semantic tags which help screen readers to understand your table. So coming to one more option, you can also merge cells. Just like how you have seen in Excel, we can merge adjacent cells. In the same way, by using colspan and rowspan, we can merge the column or rows. So in this case, you can see tr tag is there, th colspan equals to, that means it is merging two columns into one. You can see the example here. Weekly schedule is combined from two columns into one. In the same way, you can see that td tag row span equals to, the two rows are combined together to make one cell. Look at the HTML page wherein I am creating a table tag, and inside that I am using tr tag. There are two columns that I am creating here, and also using td tag I am creating one more row, that is using tr and td tag. So next one, you can see I am creating one more table with 1, 2 and 3 row here. 3 and 4 rows are there. Okay. So I am using th tag wherein I am creating day and subject. So another row wherein I am using it as Monday and also HTML. Tuesday, that is CSS. Wednesday I am using JavaScript. So in the same way, you can keep on adding some more columns as per your requirements inside a table. So let us check how the output will appear in the web browser. So this is how you can see the output of this table. So you can keep on adding number of columns and number of rows as per the requirement using td tag and tr tag inside table tag of HTML. Tabular data, rows and columns that relate prices, schedules, comparison and all these things, you can make use of table tag. List, whenever you want to give some steps, items or some list of information and navigation without using grid, you can make use of lists. So make use of all the HTML tags we discussed and try to create a weekly class timetable as shown below. So try to build a weekly schedule table with thead, tbody and at least one call span or row span. Add an ordered list of your goals for this week below the table. Add a description list with at least two terms and definitions. Share the screenshot, okay, and drop it in the comments. In the next video, we will learn how to make use of forms in HTML.